Meteorologist Lisa Villegas. Here is what we can expect as we fast forward into Thursday. Getting ready for some scattered to spotty showers, and temperatures are going to be cooler. So that's going to be our first alert when it comes to the dip in the temperatures, the big change. Wind speeds start to kick up. So I'm going to break this down. I do want to jump to Thursday, but don't worry. We're going to talk about the 80s for tomorrow. Here's the setup. Getting ready for a cold front to come through. Yes, some spotty showers are going to roll through, looking a little more active along parts of the coast. And when I say active, I mean more of the widespread rain that's going to roll through. Like I said, a little more spotty the further east you are. And then up across our mountain communities, once that cold front blows through, can't rule out some snow to pop up overnight and even into Friday morning. So as we fast forward, that went a little bit faster than I anticipated. But like I said, some spotty showers rolling through. We will clear out in the afternoon. And here's what we can expect later on the evening. That snow, by the way, we're talking about less than an inch of accumulation for most locations. Higher elevations, max maybe 2 inches if everything is looking really good. But here's what I also want to talk about: the wind speeds. They're going to be kicking up as early as tomorrow. We talked about that fire danger. It's going to be elevated through the day. As we head into Thursday, we're talking about those gusts up to around 35 miles an hour. The good news is we start to see a little more moisture in place, but overall those wind speeds still sticking around even as we head into the beginning of the weekend. Saturday, gusts up to around 30 miles an hour. So here's where we are currently, 72 degrees. We've got mainly sunny skies, beautiful out there. You can see uptown in the distance. Of course, dew points on the low end in the 20s. So it's still very dry out there. That's why we're elevating that fire danger. Now, here's a look at the last 24 hours. We've seen these temperatures increasing well over 20 degrees, depending on where you are, at least about 10, 11 degrees from this time yesterday. And we talked about that temperature increasing about 10 degrees this afternoon. So as we fast forward, later on this evening, getting ready for the temperatures to fall into the 60s right around 7, 9 o'clock, upper 50s by 11 o'clock. Clear skies. It's going to be great this evening if you are making any plans. Of course, tomorrow morning, heading out the door, temperatures, they are going to be in the 40s. Not quite as cold as it was this morning, so some improvement. We like that. Temperatures mid-lower 40s here once you head out the door, and by tomorrow afternoon, temperatures peaking lower 70s for our mountain communities, upper 70s for the foothills across the Piedmont, getting ready for those highs to peak in the low 80s for a lot of us. And across South Carolina, similar conditions. We are definitely going to be above normal. So here's a look at your 7-day forecast. I want to give you some time to absorb this as we take a look for Thursday, first day of spring, by the way. Not necessarily feeling like it. A little cooler. Talked about that cold front coming through, wind speeds kicking up, some spotty showers, and then we will rebound just in time for the weekend as temperatures return in the 70s, and that is a look what we can expect.
Lisa, thank you.